Yes.
So agroecology is basically farming in a way we don't harm the environment. Yes.
There's just a question that popped up in my mind, and I was thinking, Bathsheba, how does someone say mtu anaenda college and they're enrolling and they want to study and they want to do this in life, what course do they usually pick?
Okay, you undo agriculture or you undo my way. I need environmental science. So I am a scientist.
Wow.
And when you talk about environment, it's not just about climate change and everything. It's also about agriculture. How are we farming? How are we getting our food? So you can also pursue those courses. But if you want, maybe you have already done other courses. We have short courses that have aspects of agroecology and organic farming that you can pursue. So after this show, I'm going to share my contacts and then we can see how to make sure you are knowledgeable in these aspects.
Nakwambia hapa hivi mmeshaanza kutuchanua sana. And of course, how can you said how one can actually be an agroecology farmer through the courses they study. But nikuulize, Emmanuel, what do you think? Sema mi sitaki kwenda shuleni.
Okay.
Ninaingiaje sasa to make sure that I get to that level where I'm considered a professional?
Okay, first, agroecology, most people associate it with organic farming, but agroecology entails a lot of elements. And it is something that is not new as we are speaking today. It is something that most people have idea about it, that I want to farm naturally, I don't want to use these chemicals. So for you who don't have an idea of where you can get this information, find this agroecology training organization. Like us at C-Shape Kenya, we are doing training. At Bellam Kenya, it is a network of more than 60 organizations doing agroecology in 47 counties in Kenya. So every time you just whisper something like agroecology, you'll just be connected to non-governmental organization that is doing agroecology training, and even some institution, especially in a county like Muranga, this time they are having an agroecology policy and trainings also.
Okay.
Nataka tu kujua, what are the requirements for cross-border trade in agroecological products?
Yeah. If you want to do trade in terms of agroecology, first of all, you have to be certified. For agroecology, like we said, it's like an umbrella of different practice, and you can be certified as an organic farmer and also your products. And apart from that, you need to adhere to Kenyan laws. Kenyan laws are issues of KEBS, Kenya Bureau of Standards, issues of KEFIs. So you need to adhere to that. And the other thing you need to do is ensure that your consumers can trace you. Because we need to know where you're growing your food. We can't just buy from just anyone, you know. So you need to ensure that your products are safe, they are grown agroecologically, and at the same time you need to ensure you set good pricing so that your consumers can also buy.
Yeah, we are saying all those things, but how do you know?
Like kwanza ukiongea maneno ya KEBS, there's of course that standard, there's that quality that you ensure your consumer always gets. So how do you ensure the standards are met quality and environmentally?
And especially if I'm new in the market, Claudia. So mimi nimekuja, mtu anaweza kuja maybe amefake hizo nini za KEBS. So how do I look at this product and say, hapana, this is fake?
So for us as Pelham, we normally map out our agroecological farmers. So it's easy for us to trace and be sure that our farmers are doing agroecological growing. For example, we have a network of organizations and they have farmers. So if we refer you, me assured, all those products are certified and they have followed the right process. Even Emmanuel is one of the trainers who actually also assesses some of these farmers. Yeah, in terms of how they are producing.
Yes, right now I'd like to definitely know the challenges that watu wanapitia, Emmanuel. And the last time we talked about them, I don't know if the challenges have changed and how is the economy coming to play actually, because we might be looking at that at ground level. But we've seen farmers complaining here and there, kuna mambo inafaa iangaliwe. Can you kindly talk to us a little bit about specifically some of the challenges that agroecological farmers are facing in this cross-border trade?
Okay, first of all, most of the time a farmer is somebody who is lower on the ground. And most of the time when you are on lower, you take a case where it is raining, you will get splashes, you will get some darts. So farmers are always on the ground. And now when we are talking about challenges, they count that one as a challenge also because they cannot be able to move higher, on the higher level, and go do some other practices like value addition and be somebody who is selling.
Is it by design or by choice? You know, sometimes ndio upande juu, maybe we mwenyewe unatoka initiative kako pia unataka kupanda. Hakuna mtu atakuja kuchukue pale. So what do you think the farmers are trying to go up the ladder and something is being done for them to stay in the same place ama kunaendaje?
For me as a farmer also, because I farm, I'm not only a drainer but a farmer in our side.
Yeah.
Now most of the things are affecting farmers because they are not looking for, they don't have awareness, they don't have information of what is really existing. With all these channels, value chain from production until the customer consumes the produce. Farmers don't have information. Like somebody come here and tell you there are several challenges, there are several complications, you cannot be able to reach somewhere until you give me your produce so that I can sell. You sell me at this price. I think farmers are creating problems for themselves by not
trying to get information for themselves.
They should be exposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Napenda hiyo, and I just want to know that I know there are stakeholders that are in charge of this, and I just want to know what is the role of stakeholders in supporting the cross-border trade?
Yeah, in terms of stakeholders, we have several, those who have interests or have roles, but the first one is government, because without government support, it's not easy to do anything. So how can they do that? They can create policies that are favorable for our farmers. For example, at the moment, we even don't have East Africa Community Agroecology even trade policy. If they can have that, then all our farmers who are doing agroecology can be able actually to get good deals in other borders. The other thing, as stakeholders, we have different categories. Like us, we are in NGOs, we can do capacity building, training farmers. At the moment, we don't have a lot of farmers who are doing agroecology. And maybe they don't know where to start. So we can offer those trainings to them. And as Pelam Kenya, we're in all the 47 counties. So it's a matter of reaching out to the right stakeholders who can be able to train you to be a farmer who is in agroecology. The other issue is financing. Training, you need money, capital to start. Imagine you have these perishable goods like even meshiveve, managu. You know, when you take it to Kampala, by the time it reaches there, it's already spoiled. So you need to have either validation or storage.
So and that actually ties on to my next question, because there's a lot of losses that are made after harvest. And you see, sometimes it's a logistical problem, sometimes it's a storage problem. Kindly just shed some light on how we can reduce post-harvest losses in the cross-border trade, Emmanuel.
Okay, first of the losses is just come in as a way of handling. You just handle your produce just anyhowly. Some produce are fragile, some are perishable. You need to even transport them accordingly before they reach the market. So most of the time when we speak in organic farming, we normally say you handle them with love. Know how you are going to carry them. Do also value addition. Some produce, when you value add, you sell at a very good price and you extend the shelf life.
Yes.
So when you practice some few things like that, you will make sure at least you are reaching the customer when the customer still find your produce as good as it were in the first place.
So do you feel like there's a knowledge gap also? Because maybe ninataka, roho yangu inataka sana. Nataka yani ikae a little bit longer, kidogo tu, but I don't know how to do it. So I end up having these perishable products or produces in my gala.
When you come to organic farming, where we are also talking about certification, some of the requirement in this certification is how you are going to package your products. So this is how you are going to carry them. To avoid this contamination, you need to package in this type of containers. So without now adhering to what the certification require, it means you can use other means and you will fail. You will continue losing.
Side note, hii hata iko kwa maswali yetu, but there is dragon fruit and there is pomegranates. Kwa nini zinakuanga expensive hivyo?
Dragon fruit first or pomegranate. Wanaita kwa Kiswahili kukumanga. The first information personally I got before even I go to trainings is kukumanga inakufanya unakuwa mwanaume kama wewe ulikuwa.
Kwanza hiyo ndio is it a myth or it's the truth?
So first, pomegranate has a lot of benefit. In fact, more than 20 benefits, including boosting your immunity. You know, when you are good, when your immunity is good, you can be everything. You
can be a champion.
You can be a champion of everything. Including blood circulation and among many other things, antioxidant.
amesema pomegranate ndio Dr. Suleiman kutoka
Yeah, so umesema it comes with a lot of things like vitality and stuff like that. I like that you grabbed the mic because this gentleman called Ken Biat, kuna kitu alistudy pale university. Ulistudy nini pale university?
ilikuwa inaitwa management of agroecosystems and environment.
Sasa hiyo inamaanisha ulikuwa sasa unafaa kuwa field,
miti, michanga, wanyama na hewa,
unafaa kuwa sasa kwa ground
kila mahali,
na bado hizo zote bado unatumia. You promised us that you're going to cook something really special for us.
Yes.
20 kazi.
First,
What is in your lunchbox?
we are cooking very good vegetable here called managu. Managu.
Ndani.
Okay.
I like how you pronounce it.
So first, I'm assuming you are an organic farmer or an organic consumer first.
Okay.
Because the first thing when you are cooking is the sauce. You need to know where you are sourcing your vegetable, so that you don't cook some poison here and claim you are cooking very delicious meal. It can never be good. So for me, sauce. Go to your organic garden, or go to the organic market, or go to the supermarket where there are organic vegetables.
Yes.
When you have your managu now, that is, you are ready to go. Have your managu kuna vile inachunwa. Sasa sisi tunarudi kwa Kiswahili. Unachuna ikue kidogo, unaosha vizuri, and then you boil for some few minutes. After boiling, unakuja sasa unachukua organic onions and tomatoes. Unaanzia kwanza onions, ikaange vizuri. Unaweka tomatoes.
Yes.
You come with now managus. Na wakati imesettle kidogo hivi, weka grim ile ya masiwa. Na masiwa bado ya organic. Mara mingi usinunue masiwa tu
Ya packet.
Find a way of getting good milk.
Yes.
The fresh one.
Na utoe hiyo grim.
Okay.
Na uweke hapo juu sasa. Wakati umeweka hapo, unaweza koroga kidogo. Sasa hapo tumefikia hiyo imeanza kusikia harufu. Unasikia hiyo harufu
neighbors wanaanza kuuliza kama uko around.
Ambia maadui wasiingie kwa hiyo nyumba saa hiyo.
All my enemies are suffering.
They can wait for some few minutes.
Yes.
Muanze kuserve na ugali sasa. Na
Yes.
ugali ni ile ya kishagi. Usianze kutoa ngozi because you are removing some nutrients.
Ninakwambia Claudia, unasikia? Ya kienyeji. Unaenda pale kwa posho mill, wanakufanyia ile kitu. Thank you so much Emmanuel for sharing with us that one. Umesikia kila kitu ni organic. Yes.
And Emmanuel's managu recipe can be found pale on our socials at Nation FM KE. But Emmanuel, napenda that when umetupikia, so I'll just throw the question to you. We mentioned about the government. Nikauliza Bathsheba, how can they be supported? And she mentioned policy. So how else can the government support agroecology?
Or the farmers.
Okay, first, farmers in agroecology, most of the time we are feeling we are neglected or we are not being seen because we exist and the farmers have existed for a while, but they are not getting support, especially when you come to the current government where other farmers are getting subsidies of fertilizers, some chemicals. For us, we are saying we use friendly biofertilizers and biopesticides.
Are they expensive compared to all these other?
Not expensive things from local. You use material that you have. You use things like rabbit urine, some good trees like Titonia.
You said rabbit urine.
Rabbit urine, there is a way you mix them to have a very good concoction you can use for your vegetables. Now we have organic inputs. And we don't have any subsidy. We have organic manures. There is no subsidy. We have even these markets. We are facing several forcing up here and there. You are running here. Why are you coming here? So government can give us even a space to sell. Even this subsidy, organic subsidy. Or you can even listen to us and just make sure we are passing the right truth because we have refused the harmful chemicals. Give us a space also to practice organic farming.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Proper. I love what you're saying. I don't know if you have something to add on that, but Sheba, because you talked about policy earlier on, but how best do you think that the government can actually support in this? And of course, you can add on to the, what do you envision for cross-border trade in agroecological products?
Okay. for me, government, I look at it at national and county because agriculture is now devolved.
Yes.
Agriculture is at county level, but of course they follow the national government. So I look at it like in terms of financing and offer some loans to youth to do agriculture. In terms of land and make the land inheritance or buying to be flexible for youth and women, because most youth don't have land. And we are the future. We are the future of this nation, and we need to produce food for us in future. The other thing I'm looking at is market corners. In all our market, we need to also have a space as agroecology and organic producers or farmers. Like if you go kwa soko, we need to have a space for organic corner so that all consumers wanajua if you go there you'll be able to buy. And we don't want to set it as we want the government to set for us because we're also part of this nation.
Yes.
And then my last point for government is in terms of market information. We need to know other countries what they need so that we produce for them.
Yeah.
We are ready to produce. We have enough land here in Kenya for producing, but of course we want it to be agroecological. So I think those are my submission to government. In terms of my envision, you see, all of us here, everyone has eaten.
Yeah.
Una mtu ameamka leo na hajakula, except maybe ama situation. So we want a healthy nation, and how do we do that? So I vision a healthy nation where people are able to buy produce, and if you have excess, we can be able to sell to others. The other issue I'm seeing is opportunities for youth. We need to ensure that our youth are able to sell. Because not all of us will be farmers, but some of us can support farmers to sell the products. So I also want to see the future that agriculture is an option. It's not a punishment that people think.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's not a backward career or profession, because sometimes ukisema wewe ni mkulima, watu wanakuangalia wanashangaa sasa wewe. Unajua? Yeah. And it's not like that. Yeah.
It's not a punishment, it's an opportunity. All of us have to eat. Even in future, we'll have to eat. So let's all of us consider farming as an option and even a solution for this nation. And in terms of my vision for this nation, you see, without policies, there are no budgets. Government works with budgets that are in policies.
Yeah.
So we have policies like East Africa, agroecology policy, and inside there we'll have a lot of trade components so that all of us are able to also trade beyond Kenya. Because we don't need to trade just here in Kenya. We need to trade beyond. We get those currencies that are doing well in other
like
nations.
dollars and pounds and stuff. Because, in most of these countries, you'd find that farming has a proper consideration. And on their budgets, they make sure that there's enough food for their people and it's not toxic and harmful. Now, I won't ignore the fact that, Emmanuel, kama farmers, you've already come together. And there are some issues that you face together, but kuna venye huwa mnatafuta solutions zenyu. What are you doing within C-Shape to make sure that pia farmers wanaweza kujisaidia wenyewe kabla tufikiwe na serikali?
So first, we believe solution lies within us every time. So we come together, we learn, we exchange knowledge, and most of the things we find, if I don't have, you have. So when we mention problems together, we find a way. Our farmers also are in groups. So these groups, whenever there is a challenge, how can I get this type of manure? How can I get these seeds? How can I get some finances? Now, being non-governmental organization, we always find a way to contribute, or you can just write a proposal to somebody, tell them we want to construct a market here. If you are a willing person somewhere, tell them to come and assist us. And that is how we have been operating. Somebody can give you, because now we are caring for environment, we are caring for the nature. We are people. It is like a church anyway, whereby you don't have to leave anything behind. So some people say, okay, now you are doing something good here, please take this. You can even have a material. You can even have something like, I'm not using this in my place. Why don't you use to continue this good work that you are doing?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we are together.
So with donations and just support within the community itself. Yeah. That's proper. Thank you so much, lady and gentlemen, for creating time to be here with us. You've opened our eyes to something that we always see, we experience every single day. Kama Claudia squeezy anakula healthy sana.
Yeah.
Acheki.
Maybe maneno ya carbs. It's just vitamins and protein.
Amesema she's not joking. But thank you so much, Bathsheba and Emmanuel. That is Bathsheba from Pelham, and of course we have Emmanuel from Seaship. As we finish, we just really would like to hear your last parting shot. Like, Sai, make it short and very sweet. Ile neno ya mwisho ambayo uko nayo, maybe a message to the farmers or anyone who would like to get into farming.
Okay, I want to finish my conversation by saying, always know what you are eating. And if you cannot identify what you are eating, that is the worst thing. Na tufuge border. Tumesema there is market outside. Wacha tutafute hiyo soko ingine iko uko nje. We have market here and we have market outside. Wacha tutumie hii ukulima, sisi ni wachafu. We use this farming, wacha tujitume, siku moja tu tutabarikiwa. Mara mingi tukiwa na afya, tuko na wealth. Tunasemanga good health is wealth. Tusinganganie vitu kubwa kubwa na tupaki na afya mbaya. Let us remain healthy by eating healthy and being conscious every minute. Na atufuate huko site, tufuatane sasa na maneno ya training.
Tupatane site. Hapo sawa kabisa.
Okay, for me, you are what you eat. So if you're eating harmful, your body will also get some harm. So we need to be conscious of what we eat. And for us here, okay, who are listening, we also need to buy agroecological products, because if you don't buy, farmers will not get a demand to produce. Wataproducia nani if we are not consuming these products? So
Nani atakula?
Nani atakula? And for sure, we need to start that conversation, and everyone here has a role. If you buy those products, farmers pia anapata kakitu.
Hapo sawa kabisa.
Yes.
Thank you so much for creating time to be here with us.